Hi, my name's Jac Bastian and I'm the Head of Education here at Diversity Role Models. I wanted to start by extending a huge thank you to Ruth, to Paul and the whole team at NAHT for inviting us to conference and also for making us your charity partner this year. Now, I grew up under the long shadow of Section 28, which outlawed the teaching of LGBT identities in schools, and I remember learning homophobic slurs before I learned what it was to be gay. Before I even realised that I was gay myself, I'd been taught that this was something that was bad and something that was wrong and something that could be ridiculed. I never had the positive role models that DRM now provide to students in classrooms across the country. Thankfully today things are different. The new curriculum in Wales and the new RSE guidance for England shows just how far we've come on LGBT inclusion. But we know there are still lots of work to do. From our secondary school workshops, we know that 73% of young people think that their school isn't a safe environment to come out as LGBT in. At DRM, we're committed to changing that, as I know NAHT and you, the leaders that they represent, are too. DRM was founded nearly 10 years ago now in response to a tragic incident in which a Year 9 student called Dominic took his own life after being subjected to homophobic taunts and homophobic rumours. Today, we honour his legacy by empowering school leaders, their staff, their governors, their parents and carers, and of course the students themselves to help transform the culture of those schools. And although we're only a staff team of 9, we've delivered our powerful student workshops to over 116,000 young people in primary schools, secondary schools, and in FE too. Each of our sessions features a member of the LGBT+ community and allies as well, sharing their personal stories in the classroom, empowering young people to challenge prejudice and embedding empathy and understanding in the next generation. At a primary level, this focuses on celebrating different families, and through games, personal stories and open conversations, we draw out not only our differences, but also crucially what we have in common too. How all of our families are characterised by love, care and support, and how we all need to be respected for who we are. In secondary schools, we explore the nuances of identities, the nature of stereotypes, the importance of challenging bullying, and of tackling discriminatory language too. An incredible 99% of teachers who saw our workshop said that these sessions had a positive impact on their students. Speaking of staff, we've also trained over 4,000 members of school staff to be role models themselves in their own classrooms, to better equip them to challenge bullying and prejudice, and crucially, to prevent it by actively celebrating difference and embedding diversity across the curriculum and into the culture of the school. We're really excited for all the opportunities of the year ahead and of working with you and your schools too. When Ruth told us that we were chosen to be the charity partner, I was incredibly excited for all the opportunities that this would bring, and I hadn't quite anticipated how the year would turn out, and I certainly didn't expect to be addressing this conference from my bedroom, but some things are beyond our control, and we've all had to learn to adapt. It's been a very challenging time for schools and also for us as a small charity, but I know that all of our staff and each one of our 550 volunteers are ready and excited to be getting back into the classroom to share their stories again with you. The crisis has also brought us opportunities. We've spent the past months developing online workshops that mean we can reach students in any part of the country, bringing personal stories to classrooms in areas which we previously couldn't reach. We've developed online CPD sessions allowing us to train teachers in LGBT inclusion wherever there's a need. We've also recorded a series of inspiring role model stories that can be used as a teaching resource in classrooms anywhere in the world. So wherever you are, we can support you in your mission to ensure every child is free to be themselves and to thrive. So please, I encourage you to take this opportunity to go to our website, learn more about what we do and find out how we can support you and your schools. I'd like to end by saying a huge thank you to Ruth Davis for nominating us to be NAHT's chosen charity this year. We've been inspired by the tireless work that Ruth and everyone at NAHT have done in promoting LGBT inclusion and the rights of young people and their families. I also want to use this opportunity to thank you for the work that you do day in and day out to rid our schools of prejudice and to celebrate the diversity of our school communities. Please remember that you're not alone in this. We're here to support you every step of the way, so please reach out, get in touch, and we look forward to working with you over the coming years. I'd like to leave you with a quote from a student who was in one of our sessions, and they said, "I've learned to support people who are LGBT because it's who they are, and they can't change that." And I couldn't agree more. We can't change the fact that we are different and that we live in a diverse world. What we can change is the culture of our schools. By working together, we can rid our schools of prejudice, of hatred, and of discrimination, and we can create an education system where every young person can be themselves and thrive. And I look forward to working with you on that mission. Thank you, and have a lovely conference.